Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston. While the holidays are supposed to be a happy time, many of us are aware of the empty seat at the table. Our first guest says when a loved one passes away, they aren't really gone. How does he know that? Let's just say he has the ability to communicate with the ghost of Christmas past or any other spirit for that matter.
Jack.
That's the youngest son, Jackson.
This too is an example of spirit intervention where they're coming through and say, he can turn this around now. What's with cats? Love them, hate them?
I like them, but I'm allergic to them.
Bingo. That is a verifiable fact following a message. You like cats, but you're allergic to them. That verifiable fact is how Spirit lets you and I know we have properly received and interpreted the message.
Mark Anthony is known as a psychic lawyer. He's also the author of the books Evidence of Eternity and Never Letting Go. And he joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Deborah.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, this time of year is so tough for so many people because the loss of a loved one is heightened.
It is. When a loved one dies, we go through the firsts. And when you come up on the first set of holidays, that's really painful because it's hard to ignore the empty seat at the table, the empty bedroom. You know, it's not like it was when mom was here or when our child was here. And I always tell people, if you don't want to put up a tree, if you don't want to celebrate, then don't.
Yeah.
When you're ready, do that. Don't force yourself to be miserable. Conversely, don't put yourself in a box where you cut yourself off.
Don't isolate yourself. You know, we're reminded all of losing someone we love with the passing of President Bush.
We are.
But some interesting things that he said that were comforting to a lot of people.
Absolutely. In one of his final interviews, he was asked, do you fear death? And what he said was, I no longer fear death. I feel there's an afterlife and that it's a good one.
And GW, of course, said that he pictured, you know, George holding Barbara's hand and hugging Robin, the daughter they left when she was, or the daughter they lost when she was 3 years old. All right, are you getting anything right now? Are there angels among us?
There are always angels among us, and there's also the spirits of our loved ones around us. And immediately I'm getting the spirit of a male energy coming through. And what I'm getting about him, if this guy wasn't military, then he looked like it, okay? Because I'm kind of getting this lean, clean, real tough guy, flat top haircut. And what I'm getting with him is I'm feeling pressure building up in my chest and a dizzy sensation in my head, which is indicating to me high blood pressure. And he knew that he had some medical problems. He was ignoring all the warning signs, and then it hit him really hard, and it took some time for him to pass. So it feels like he may have had a heart attack or a stroke based on the surge that I'm getting in my head. Does this make sense to anybody? So I'm feeling drawn right to you on this.
I'm not really sure. No one with a flat top or real.
Well, don't worry about the flat top. That could indicate that he could have been like lean, clean, Marine type, and very, very military.
Disciplined.
Yeah, disciplined.
It could be. Could be.
In what way?
Could be my dad.
Okay. Was he very? The reason I'm saying this is I see a guy that's like real hands-on, mechanically inclined, Mr. Fix-It, always involved with things. Okay.
Yeah, he was always.
Were you
working on
like his sidekick all the time when you were a little kid? Because he shows you like next to him and with him constantly when you were very young.
Could be. I'm the oldest. So, I mean, it could have started that way, but we have a rather large family. I mean, I always felt close to him.
Well, that would be a yes.
Okay. but so did the others. I mean, he was really good with everybody.
And what I'm getting about him, and now this may not be directly related to him, this could be connected to you or someone close to you, is the significance to the month of September, which could be births, deaths, anniversaries, or events. You're nodding in what way?
It's his birthday.
That would be a yes.
Yes.
See, what happens is spirits start coming in, they start giving me facts so that I build a rapport with them. Now, I take you to her.
I'm her sister. Yes.
Oh, okay. So this is your, all right, your
Yes.
dad.
Dad also.
Okay,
Our
great.
dad.
No wonder he's like coming in right front and center. Who's connected to you that it was in the Navy? And the
He was.
Okay.
Did we say
All right.
military earlier and flat top and
Flat top,
military?
military.
Yeah, well, we didn't know him back then.
Okay, and you know why? Because he's showing me like the tattoo with the anchor, okay, and that's one of my triggers for Navy. So
Yeah,
we got your
he
dad
was
in,
in the
he's the Navy guy. Which one of you, or wait a second, all of a sudden my teeth are killing me. Either of you going through any type of dental work or dental problems?
I am.
You are,
Yeah.
okay. He says you're trying to find an excuse not to deal with it.
Probably.
Yeah, he says,
Yes.
Spirits don't lie.
spirits do not
Okay.
lie. He wants you to make sure that you get on top of this. He said because it's only going to get worse. Also, what's happening with you medically is there's a swelling in your gums that's forming an abscess, and it's releasing toxins in your system that can and will trigger a heart attack. So Dad's like, you get on top of this right now, okay? And I
Okay.
kind of get that your dad was sort of like a force of nature. Okay.
He was.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you the other thing about this guy, my heart is just going out to him. He is such a dad to the fingertips.
Yeah.
He would throw himself in front of a train to save you girls. Okay?
Yes.
All right, now he wants to talk to you. All right. He keeps talking about shells. Shells. I don't know if there's somebody with a name like Shelly but he keeps showing like, scallop shells, lots and lots of shells. I don't know if he collected shells. Do shells mean anything to you?
A lot of oysters that we had to shuck when we were young. I don't know.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
Well, we grew up on the we grew up on the coast, and when we were young, he would go and buy the tow sacks of the oysters straight off the boat and bring them home, and we, the whole family, the kids would have to sit there and shuck the
I
oysters,
think that would
and then
be a yes.
we'd have to put the shells out in the driveway.
So, and you put the shells along the driveway?
Yeah, because he didn't
So,
have any place
let me
else to put
re-ask the question. Do shells mean anything to you?
Yes, he's showing me tons and tons of shells.
Yes.
And see, and I realize that when people are on TV or in a public setting, a lot of times, it's been intimidating and it takes some time because after the reading, there's a period that I refer to as the unfolding. It can take hours, days, weeks, even longer for the full impact to make sense. Okay? Now, something about caramel, or it could be a name like
love it.
Carmel. Go ahead.
Her name is Carol, but
Wait, your name's Carol? That would be a...
Yes.
Okay. So your dad is just really, really happy coming through. Is there a Jean connected with anybody here? I keep getting Jean.
I'm Jeanette. I don't know.
Oh,
You're Jeanette? I love your dad. He's a great spirit to
We loved him
communicate with.
too. We love him
and see
too.
what happens is the way I'm hearing the names in my mind's ear, they have to get me to that because it's a vibrational frequency alignment. That's why I was getting, close to your name and then close to your name. And so when I'm tuning into a spirit, they're building a rapport with me. And this is what I'll be doing in greater detail tonight and tomorrow night at Body, Mind, and Soul here in Houston. I'll be doing mediumship demonstration. I'm sorry, I'm getting drawn back to you now. And now, when we were backstage, you work at Great Day Houston.
Yes, yes.
And all of a sudden, I kept hearing Pearl, 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 and your friend.
My best friend, yeah.
Okay.
She passed a few years ago.
And the funny thing is, I saw her on what looked like one of those Dr. Seuss motorcycles with the palm trees and the who's and all that. And why did that make sense to
She
you?
was killed in a motorcycle accident. She was riding on the back, having the time of her life. She'd had an amazing day from what I'm told, and that's how she passed.
The other thing she wants you to know is I'm getting pounding in my head, and I'm getting like migraines.
and we know that Kathy has
Yes, I do.
migraines.
Kathy has
Yes, I
migraines.
do, a
Okay,
lot.
talk to me after this because on my website, evidenceofeternity.com, I wrote a blog called Outmaneuvering Migraines, which
Okay.
explains a way to avoid migraines.
Because you suffer from migraines. You used to.
I
Let's
do,
say,
and
right?
that's very typical for mediums because of what's going on inside of our brain. It's throwing our brainwave frequency from the beta state, which is our conscious state, to the alpha theta, and so it does a lot with brainwave frequency.
Let me just say that oftentimes when we work here, we never ask our guests, like a Mark Anthony, to read us at all. So we hold back. We think it's unprofessional to come up. But when you came up here, literally, it hit you in the face, and you went straight toward her.
We were having
And-
a separate
yeah,
conversation
yeah,
about
yeah,
something, and all of
yeah.
a sudden he just said Pearl,
Bam.
and I went,
Yeah, it's all of a sudden I got
my
pulled
best
up.
friend.
Yeah.
The nice thing about spirit communication is the people who love us, who are in the light, are going to get a message through to us one way or another through subtle signs, dreams. I know Deborah and I've talked about this a lot, and we've done shows about this. And then when a conduit to the other side, like me, like a medium comes, they're going to take advantage of that. So Pearl wanted to get through to you. Your dad wanted to get through to the two of you.
Let me ask this too. I think sometimes people are afraid of something like this, and we're afraid because of what we've been told that this is the evil thing, it's the evil side. How did finding this out just make you feel?
Incredibly happy. Yeah, incredibly happy because I've said hello to her many times, and yeah, sorry, very happy.
And then for you too, how does it make you feel knowing that you feel like he's around you?
Makes me feel happy also, and it's just, I have a warm feeling inside.
Yeah.
Spirit communication, Deborah, I truly believe it's a gift from God. I look at myself not as the gift, but as the custodian of it. And my job is to facilitate communication between people living in the material world and loved ones on the other side to prove that life truly is eternal and that we will be reunited with our loved ones in the light. And if you think about it, Christmas comes at the darkest time of the year to celebrate the light.
Yeah. And for those people who say, well, I'm Christian, I don't believe in that. If you look through the Bible, there are several times when there's been spirit communication. And then Mary was told, hey, you're going to have a baby, right? And then
spiritual entities like angels,
Yeah.
I mean, all the way from Jacob's ladder, all the way up to angels coming to Mary and warning Joseph of Herod seeking to murder all the babies in Judea. So spirit communication is truly, I believe, a gift from God.
All right. You can see Mark Anthony here in town tonight and tomorrow night when he discusses Evidence of Eternity, Healing Grief Through Spirit Contact. That's going to take place tonight and tomorrow night at 7 p.m. at Body, Mind, and Soul. That's the one located in Katy, correct? And for tickets and information, you can call this number right here. It is 713-993-0550, 713-993-0550. You can also log on to greatdayhouston.com and we'll have information there that can connect you to him. Mark, thank you very much. Every time you come, you never cease to amaze me and our audience members because they come in not knowing what to expect, but they leave feeling happy that when you lose a loved one, they're not always gone.
And I wish everyone in the audience a very blessed holiday season.